Hello, Gemini ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. So, Geminis, in this reading, I like to focus exclusively on your romantic situation, okay? And this reading is mostly suitable for those of you who are single, okay? This reading is valid until the end of June. Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this reading simply will not and may not resonate with each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is for, I certainly hope that this reading offers you, excuse me, the valuable information that you're seeking. So in this reading, I'm going to start off by just sharing with you after shuffling up my deck here, as you see. I'm going to share with you what I'm seeing as a headliner or overarching theme. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to provide you with message about qualities perhaps that many of you have seemingly overlooked, or perhaps this is a diminished factor in somewhere. And then last, I'm going to give you actions, ladies and gentlemen, that you might want to consider taking in order to embrace what Spirit wants you to know so that you can find the romantic situation that many of you are desiring to have. If this reading resonates, ladies and gentlemen, remember to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button. So let's go on and just shuffle up these cards here. And as indicated, I like to start off with the seeing what your overarching theme is. So let's go on and shuffle up. Spirit, what is the overarching theme pervading Gemini singles romantic situation? What seems to be the overarching theme, Spirit, pervading their reading here? What is the overarching theme here? Okay, let's go on and just select two cards from the bottom. You have, wow, okay, you have Divine Masculine. Okay, I'm just going to put this one, scoot my little boy back here. We have Divine Masculine, okay? And we have Life Purpose. I'm just going to scoot them this way here so that you guys can see. So with that energy there, that's what I'm seeing here is Spirit. It looks like with that life purpose being there, ladies and gentlemen, Spirit really wants you to trust your intuition, and to, ladies and gentlemen, to recognize a bit more that you are a source of love yourself, and you are a being of love. And ladies and gentlemen, you certainly deserve love here. Okay? Let's put this deck down for a second. Okay? And Spirit wants you to try to often love whenever you can. Understand, Geminis, that love is unlimited. And Spirit wants you to know that it certainly dwells within you here. Okay? So that's that life purpose card there. So next, Gemini, we have Divine Masculine here. Okay? So with having that there, that energy there, that's telling me that Spirit wants you to set more boundaries in your situation, unlike what you've done in the past. More boundaries and structure. Okay? With Divine Masculine, he tends to be a leader, ladies and gentlemen. Very sensitive, spiritual, intuitive. And perhaps Spirit wants you to embrace some of the qualities, or his quality, or some of the Divine Masculine qualities into your situation. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female here. Okay? Spirit seems to be suggesting here that you guys have the desire to achieve or to create something here. Okay? For many of you, of course, is a relationship. All right? So why don't we just go on and select a card here from the deck, and just to see what spirit, or just to look at an old pattern, ladies and gentlemen, or belief that you still carry, I'm getting. And why perhaps, this card will give us clues why you're not in the relationship for which your heart yearns. Okay, so what we have here is, I'm just going to flip over 3 cards here. Okay, let's flip it over here. Okay, you have, ladies and gentlemen, the sacred woman. Well, we're going to look at those two next too, since I pulled them. Okay, so we're going to look at that. That's the sacred woman here. All right. So I feel with that card, ladies and gentlemen, some of you might have, it looks like you wore a mask, I'm getting, particularly in your past, pretending to kind of be something you weren't. Okay. Perhaps you compromise not only yourself, but also your integrity and your pursuit to have a relationship. I'm sure that many of the people with whom you connected were beneath you, if you will, and you stooped to their level. For what? That's one of the things that has held you back. Understand that with this, certainly with this sacred woman, she certainly wouldn't be putting up with bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? You allowed yourself, I'm getting, to be disrespected a lot and mistreated, I feel. Okay? And so again, I have to remind you that this sacred woman don't take no bullshit off of people. So this is another quality that perhaps you might need to consider, ladies and gentlemen, embracing here. And again, this is for you singles out there. All right. So let's go on and see what this second card was here. We have the gardener here. Okay. Take a good look at the image here. All right. So with this card, these are what we're trying to gain here is our qualities that you've possibly overlooked. And it seems that Spirit is saying that you guys, you tend to force results a lot. And Spirit wants you to embrace a more introspective, or take a more introspective look at your situation, and to strategize and to be a bit more realistic in your selection when you choose people. Okay? Stop thinking that you could change someone. You can't. They are what they are. If they ain't, if they're not anything from the gate, they probably ain't gonna be anything after throughout your process of being with them. Okay? Let's pull another card here, ladies and gentlemen, just to get some insight of what Spirit wants you to do, or an action that Spirit wants you to consider taking, or an overarching energy that you might want to consider embracing. You have reparenting yourself. Wow. And Gemini, this uh, card is calling for you to free yourself from your dysfunctional past here. I feel that many of you have had it. Particularly the toxic experiences you might have seen, that you saw actually while when you were young here. Perhaps, with how your siblings dealt with things, if you were younger and you had older siblings, or perhaps with how your parents conducted him or herself, or you know Spirit wants you to live in this moment, continue to attract. I feel that this experience, it seems like you experienced a lot of pain, Gemini, and agony as a child. And I feel that many of you have yet to really let this go, or you haven't fully healed. And this is causing you to continue to attract these unhealthy romantic situations here. Okay? You understand, Gemini, you certainly can't change the past. So it's best to um, let go and let God. Acceptance is key in your situation here. And I feel that the child within you need to, it seems that that child, ladies and gentlemen, certainly needs to, um, it needs you to reparent it. You need to reparent yourself again here. And by doing so, it certainly will result in the impetuous for success I'm getting for many of you, okay? So, Gemini, this is the message here that I'm gaining from the oracle cards here. So, it seems that there are a lot of things that you might consider surrendering or letting go in order to transform your situation. So, with that said, Gemini, I'd like to close this reading by giving you or leaving you with four final messages here. Okay. Spirit, what final messages that you like me to share with Gemini in regards to their situation? Gemini, keep in mind this reading is valid until the end of June, so it certainly gives you time with which to work with these energies here. Okay, so let's see what we have. All right, Spirit, what Gemini needs to do. It's time that you surrender to receiving support and love. Spirit wants you to allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to always handle everything yourself. Understand that this certainly can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture your soul. Next message, Gemini. Surrender your fear of intimacy. Okay, that's also one of the reasons why you need to reparent yourself. I feel that a lot of you have even perhaps have uh, been sexually abused growing up young. I'm getting, and you have this fear of really getting close because as you grew older, Gemini, it seems that you allowed yourself to keep constantly getting into these toxic situations, so much so that these situations have caused your heart to freeze in some way. Understand that Spirit wants you to know, Gemini, that you are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release and empower